It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Niners and the Seahawks, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. So good to have you on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, in this league, you know it, you lived it. Undergoing a changing of the guard at the quarterback position sometimes can be traumatic, but a lot of times it leads to hope. We've got a couple of teams here with young signal callers looking towards the future.
And you know the old saying, Mike, in the NFL, it is truer than ever. If you have a quarterback, you have a chance. And here we have that feel like they have that quarterback position of the future settled. There's going to be some growing pains. There's going to be some moments where that youth rears its head. But over the long term, both these organizations feel like they have an answer at the most critical position in all of sports.
Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Lumen Field. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
And after studying this quarterback, Mike, I really like the way he carries himself. He really takes accountability. Every time there's something that goes wrong, he puts it on his shoulders. And every time there's success, he's always the first one to give it to everybody else. That's the kind of leadership role you're looking for out of this position, and I think this guy's a great example of it.
Now, faking the give. He's going to test this secondary right away. That is hard! And he's going to be all the way to the 25-yard line.
When we had a chance to talk to the coach the other day, what did he tell us, Mike? He said, I want to come out and be aggressive right from the start. And with that big shot downfield here early, I think it's pretty safe to say that's exactly what they have done. Now the key is, can they turn that explosive play into an opening drive touchdown and really get off to a fast start?
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him. Ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll try to run for it. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
The defenders knew a pass was coming. They had their ears pinned back here on third down, but they initially allowed him to escape the pocket and give him credit. They recognized the scramble quickly, rallied to the ball, stopped him short of the first down.
On fourth down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks are out to an early 3-0 lead. Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. They'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick of the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted first overall or, in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes.
They'll throw to begin with Purdy. Quickly to the outside and complete. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
They didn't need a lot here to pick up the first down, so I think it's a smart call. Get the ball to a guy who can maneuver his way across the marker. And Mike, listen, if they hadn't stopped him so quickly, you and I both know he could have taken that one a lot longer.
Throwing on first down is Purdy. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Tyrese Knight in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll roll out here with Purdy. He's going to keep it himself.
And this is one of the cases, Mike, where eyes in the wrong spot. They call it eye discipline. He catches him looking elsewhere. It allows him to get upfield and make this 3rd down a lot more manageable.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Throwing is Purdy. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. It's McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play. Here's a 2nd and 6. They run once more with McCaffrey. He'll get about 3. And that's going to lead to 3rd down. Third and short. Purdy. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds, and he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He's got the tight end, Luke Farrell. Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? Shotgun snap to Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Purdy. He's got his big tight end, George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. The tight end used in the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns, knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule: the closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown.
Now Jake Moody for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers move out to a 7-3 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Seahawks offense ready to get going with their second possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for it all. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
And just when you think you're going to force a 3 and out, this quarterback is able to escape, gets loose downfield, and he's able to pick up a huge 1st down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Walker. And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Taking off. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
Just when you're thinking defensively that you've got the play covered, the quarterback's able to tuck it down, escape, and somehow pick up the first down.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep. Going to Cup. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. First and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Once you get down into this part of the field, most teams call it the red area, you have to finish by capitalizing with 6 points. Anything less than that feels like a little bit of a letdown, and after that sack, their chances of coming away with 6 get a lot more difficult.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. Third and long. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks are back within 1. It's 7-6. So Myers back out there, had the field goal a moment ago, now set to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to take over for their second possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To the right side, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Purdy. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. A gain of 15 and a 1st down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. Second and a yard. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Throwing the out route, Ayuk has it. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. So after 1, the Niners have the early advantage. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Again in the air for Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Again, it's McCaffrey. And not much there. Down to about the 13. Here's 2nd and 9. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Purdy to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. On fourth down, it's Jake Moody time for the Niners. Officially a 29-yard attempt. Moody's kick is good. And the Niners extend their lead to 10-6. Moody comes back on the field after making the field goal. He's set to kick off. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And this is going to be a Seahawks first down as the tackle's made at the 36.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. He'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Here's 3rd and 2. He'll try and run it with Walker. And he will have the Seahawks first down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2. A shotgun run now with Walker. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run here with Walker. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
So it's fourth down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Back deep for the Niners, Jacob Cowing. And this is as good as you can possibly get. It's out of bounds, and it's marked right at the 1-yard line. Well done. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. It'll grind out a couple of yards, gives them a little bit of space out to the 3. Second down and 8. One of the tight ends in motion right. Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. And a sigh of relief, he gets a first down up past the 10 and out to the 13. Now Purdy. Short one there, caught by Kittle. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, second and a yard. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Now give on the ground, and he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. To throw is Purdy. Over the middle to Ayuk, complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Guerendo. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play. They face second down and 7. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. Purdy gonna give this to Garendo. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. Purdy works out of the pistol. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Shotgun snap to Purdy. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete. Here's third and 7. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's over the middle to Kittle. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. They'll throw again with Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they bring him down, but not until they're inside the 30-yard line. Two minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to Seattle after this. Here's first and 10. Purdy gonna put it up again. He's gonna tuck it and go. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Well, he's doing it all on this drive. He's throwing the ball well, and now he's able to use his legs to pick up good yardage and get a fresh set of downs.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's first and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Purdy now on second down. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown San Francisco. On is Moody to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the 49ers are able to extend the lead. It's now 17-6. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Seahawks offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one. 3rd and long. The run up the middle. It's Walker. That is not going to work at all. He'll manage to only get back to the line of scrimmage. Very short of the 1st down. 4th down coming up. Here's Michael Dixon now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing is Purdy. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. And now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. A tight end in motion now. Now a give up the middle. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Tyrese Knight in on the tackle. Now a 3rd and 2. On the handoff, it's Garendo. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play. So, halftime here, it's the visitors, the 49ers, who are on top, as we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Coach, 2nd half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Pretty interesting 1st half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. First and 10. Purdy. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. On the zone read, a give to Garendo. Trying to get to the edge. He will not get there. As a matter of fact, he was taken down behind the line. And that brings up 4th down.
The key to a good zone read offense is the timing, and in this case, it took a little bit longer to get going. By the time the back was given the ball, the defense was through. They're able to take him down on 3rd down for a big loss.
So on 4th down, the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowski, out to punt. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The Seahawks offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll see if they can put something together. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
And the running back's going to get all the stats and all the glory, but make no mistake about it, Mike, that was a great team effort on that run play. Everyone executing their blocking assignments to perfection. He's able to pick up a nice gain and fresh set of downs.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. That is caught downfield by Cup. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That'll be batted away, incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line. Third and long. Now they'll set up to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
That's a really good effort on third down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This from 30 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Seahawks are able to get it back within a score. So Myers back out there, had the field goal a moment ago, now set to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Right back to Kittle. That's another one. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. On the ground, it's Garenda. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
The 49ers out to punt this one. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to take over once more. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Now, faking the give. Taking off. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Walker. And he'll take this up, working towards the 1st down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the 1st down. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it with Walker. And this is going to be a Seahawks first down as he gets this up past the 35. Here's Walker. Room to run past midfield. A 19-yard pickup there. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Really nice job by this running back here, Mike. I don't think this play was blocked particularly well. I think it was a combination of his patience and then his speed around the left side to not only pick up the first down, but pick up good yardage while he was at it.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now this time they'll look to throw. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. The rookie from Alabama on target there. It is a first down. They'll run the toss with Walker. He'll be brought down. Short pickup. It's at the 26. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
And even though it's just the 3rd quarter, he'll try to draw even right here and go for 2. They'll run with Walker. And he will not get in. They will come up empty on this try for 2, unable to tie this football game up. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Niners offense and Brock Purdy headed back on the field for their next possession. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. They run once more with McCaffrey. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with the conservative run. Gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Gets this one into the hands of Juwan Jennings. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. To throw once more, it's Purdy. Quick throw out wide, it is complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he'll take it down inside the 20. A run into the red zone, a pickup of 6. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll send a tight end in motion. They need 2. Here's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Purdy. Now he'll run. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
I see a lot of tired legs out there on both sides of the field, Mike. Looks like this pass rush has found a little bit of a second wind. They come away with a big-time sack, and it brings up 4th down.
So, Jake Moody on in this big situation. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now. Moody comes back on the field after making the field goal. He's set to kick off. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. Tight end on the move left. Off the play fake. He'll look. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll throw out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on second, and now they find themselves in a critical third down here, or they're facing a 3-and-out.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. The Seahawks sending out their punt team. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. First and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll only be able to get the 47-yard line. They'll come up on a second down and 8. From the gun, it's Purdy. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. A pickup there of 28 yards.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Now Purdy. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. And the Niners are going to be set up. First and goal. He's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. 15 yards the pickup. Good for a first down.
I think if that rush would have failed, Mike, I think they would have had an interesting decision to make come fourth down, but that's all out the window now. Nice pickup, sets up first and goal.
A play fake. Now it's Purdy. He's going to... And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Brock Purdy. Touchdown, 49ers. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Moody now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Connects with Kupp on the slant. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A shotgun run now with Walker. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this complete to Walker. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now, faking the give. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Niners are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The 49ers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. First and 10. Purdy. Caught. This is Ayuk. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. You have a tight end motioning left here. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Needing a yard, they throw with Purdy. Able to complete it to Ayuk. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down.
You can see the relief on his face. He gets up and he goes, I got away with one there. I was a little loose with the ball, and fortunately for the ball carrier, he was close enough to the sideline that he gets a friendly bounce. You're not always going to be that lucky. You have to protect the ball at all costs, and it's a little easier to learn that lesson when you get back in the huddle, and fortunately for you, it's still your ball.
And he'll take this down to about the 7. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will score. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. On is Moody to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the 49ers are able to extend the lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Here's Steven Sims to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. Things not looking good. But, see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking Smith and Jigba's way again, and again a catch. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
One of the biggest differentiators for a lot of these defenders, Mike, is a lot of them can stay in tight coverage. But where the special guys separate themselves is what do they do once the ball is in the air? They almost turn into offensive players with their ability to track it, and this is a great example here why.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. Back to throw. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
We see this time and time again in the NFL, Mike. You want to play quarterback at this level, you better figure out a way to be able to bounce back following a bad throw, a bad series, a bad game. And in this case, he's got to bounce back from a pick on the last drive, and he's got to find himself some easy completions and settle himself back into this one.
And he will have the first down. So they roll the dice on 4th down in the red zone. And it pays off with 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks are able to edge a bit closer. Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but...
The 49ers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Purdy down to a knee. And that should be the final snap of this game. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So, a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.